and today I'm going to be talking about one of the most important things about improving in your golf game, and that is basically creating an evaluation so that you understand the distinctive differences between what you're trying to do and what you're actually practice swing. They just, when they're out here practicing, they're doing exactly what they want to do, but then when they step up to the golf ball, for some particular reason, they just lose conscious thought. They get stuck in this old habit of trying to throw the club head at the ball. They become flippy at it, and they hit their slices. They sometimes pull, and hit what I call the twist around or the pull away. And that usually, you'll see them hit the most beautiful, make the most beautiful practice swing. And then they get up here and then just, trying to hit the golf ball. Well, it's a mental attitude that I find that basically comes with it. And it's simply changing your mind on what your goal is supposed to be for the swing. So what I'm going to do is basically give you one essential tool that I give all of my students, and that is a rating system. And very simple. I mean, we've all done this at some point or another. We just probably haven't applied it to golf before. And what you're basically going to do is you're going to rate what you're trying to do on a scale of 1 to 10. And the first thing you have to do is you have to figure out what is it you're going to evaluate. And in most cases, I like to evaluate the finish because I believe it's the product of the swing that we made. Okay? Since it's the product of the swing that we made, I want to find my finish that I want to get to. Okay? So just for this particular example, I'm going to say I want to point the butt end of my club at my target. I want both of my elbows out in front of my chest, okay? Not with my left elbow back here, and not with my right elbow flaring up here in front of my face, so that it's up above, but rather both elbows out in front of my chest, club pointing at the target, belly facing the target, weights fully on my front foot, and I'm transferred, I'm facing my target, club pointing at the target. This is the finish that I want to achieve. Now, whether that finish is right or wrong is certainly up to you through trial and error, because I think all of us have different grips, different stances, different ball flights that we're trying to create. So this particular finish may not be the one you're trying to go for, but for me, just as an example for this video, I thought it would be a good one to start with. So we're going to take our normal grip here, and I'm just going to evaluate. Okay, I'm going to get a picture of what I want. This is a 10. 1 out of 10 scale, this is a 10. This is right where I want it. Pointing at the target, my body facing the target, my elbows out in front, and I've got a clear picture or clear feel to what this looks and feels like. Okay? Now I'm simply going to try to mimic going to that finish. And I'm going to scale it 1 to 10. That's a 10 there. That's about a 9. Didn't quite feel right. There we go. It's a little bit too far. I swung a little too far, so I'm only giving myself a 9 there. Okay? That's a little too far again. There's a 9. Okay? It's about a 10 there. Okay? About a 9 or a 10 there. Okay? And all I'm doing is I'm just evaluating this finish. Now, the tricky part comes when you step up to a golf ball. Now, I don't have a golf ball in front of me because I'm in my backyard and I'm not about to hit one. But the next step then is to go ahead and step up to the golf ball and still try to achieve that 10. And then stand here and evaluate it. Don't worry about the ball flight at this point. Evaluate that finish, okay? That's what your real score is. And that's what really is going to develop you into a better golfer. If you develop a different rating system that has nothing to do with the golf ball, nothing to do with the flight of it, the feel of it, coming off the club head, the only thing you're evaluating is how well you accomplished your goal of whatever it is that you're working on. This is applicable to your backswing. This is applicable to, I've played some great tournament events where all I simply did was focused on my pre-shot routine. Before I even swung, my goal was to evaluate on a scale of 1 to 10, how well did I do my pre-shot routine. And that's kind of a little bit off there for a lot of people, but I'll tell you what, it really gets your mind focused on what you're doing. So once again, just to go through this, I'm going to just pick out what it is I want my finish to look like, scale, and once I've got a good picture or a feel of what this should look like, I'm simply going to try to repeat it, get there again, Okay, scale of 1 to 10, I'd say that's a 10. Scale of 1 to 10, that's a 10. Scale of 1 to 10, that's a 10. Step up to the golf ball. Repeat it again. I just hit a 10.